today we're gonna react to Flakko getting pressed for his imaginary girlfriend. Flakko is always a laughing stock or something. I don't know why they always messing with Flakko, but we finna see right now. Let's get right into the video.
All right, so for today's episode, we're going to be going over Flakko's that he made up. That's right, Flakko has made up a relationship. He's telling people that he has a girlfriend in North Dakota that they have a long distance with. Now, this is not breaking news. He has been exposed multiple times for this, but I feel like it needs to be gone over in a way such that people can understand how creepy this Flakko guy is. I mean, this is serial killers type stuff. I mean, who fakes a relationship long distance for years and is just completely psychopathic? That's not normal. It shouldn't just be shrugged off. We should be treating this very, very seriously. We should not be allowing Flakko to get away with this. Remember the guy Manti Te'o from Notre Dame? I think he was a linebacker, but he faked a relationship for like a couple of months and he got exposed for it. He got dragged through the dirt. And Flakko's getting away with it, and I'd like to accost him today on this internet purely based on the fact that I think it'd be funny. I don't hate what he does. I mean, that's, I don't care what weirdos do in their free time. All I'm doing is pointing something out that I find interesting and sharing it with all of you. This isn't, I'm going after Flakko. I'm just pointing.
Now, Point and Shoot is up to date with everything that's going on in like NoJumper and with their community and all type of stuff. So there's no way you're not interested. You're interested. You're interested, and it's okay to be interested. And that's what Flakko, he's probably just a little bit insecure. I don't even think we can make fun of him. You just gotta tell him what's right and what's wrong. That's all, you feel me?
Pointing out embarrassing facts about him, okay? And they're not even facts. Everything's alleged. This is all alleged. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not speaking facts. So Flakko's this plump, stinky little blogger from the suburbs of Philly, which he denies. He claims to be from North Dakota, and from North Dakota.
Look at his thighs, yo. Bro has thunder thighs, whoa. Yo, he could really like hurt somebody with those.
He came from Liberia, okay?
Oh,
if you can believe it.
wow.
Heavy Philly accent though, which is interesting. And he fancies himself an extremely attractive man. He says he's a 10 out of 10. I'm not kidding. This is literally, it came out of his mouth.
Wise.
Yeah.
Look wise, I believe I'm a 10, but I've
Okay.
But I've heard.
He can have any woman he wants, basically. So this is a problem because when you talk like this about yourself and you assert yourself in this way, you're going to have to eventually be seen with a woman or have a woman be associated with you in some way. Poetic Flakko is associated with zero female.
I mean, Point and Shoot has a point, but also, I feel like if Flakko just took better care of himself, like health-wise and all that stuff, he wouldn't be an ugly man, bro. I feel like we always talk so much shit about people. Like, let's just be logical and realistic. Just for a little bit, you feel me?
There's no females around him ever. So when he goes on these podcasts claiming that he's a 10 out of 10 and he's got no women to show for it, well, now he can explain why he doesn't have any women, because he already has a woman, right? A woman that lives in North Dakota and goes to North Dakota State. She's a pharmacy resident. She's a big shot, ultra babe, super smoking hot, attractive girl. She wants to be with Flakko long distance. Okay, remember, Flakko's him. So, and it's the perfect way to do it too. She's out of town. No one will ever find her, right? She lives in North Dakota and she doesn't exist. So no one's ever gonna, it's
the way Point and Shoot is doing a full zoom in and zoom out and a full scale of Flakko's body right now, just while randomly talking about what's going on, is so crazy to me. How can I can't even focus on what Point and Shoot is saying at the moment, because I'm looking at the angles and I'm like, damn, like what is happening? Flakko thick, bro.
It's pretty much the best way to explain and have no one really be able to check up on it, really. Interesting fact, though. So Flakko claims to be from Liberia, right? Well, I just want to make a note that Liberia is actually famous for its scammers. The Liberia, the African country, Liberia, very famous for having prominent scammers coming out of there. Just something to think about, but we all know that Flakko's from Philly, and we don't know.
There's scammers everywhere you go. It don't matter if you're in U.S. soil or if you're in Africa somewhere, bro. Like, what did that really have to do with anything? There's scammers everywhere, bro. So him being from a place where they have scammers, you must be a scammer too then. You're from the US and there's a bunch of scammers all around us, like,
what he's running from or why he doesn't want that part of his past to show through. But we know what's going on. He's from some suburb of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But we all know that he claims that he grew up in Fargo and that he's a Fargo native, which is nuts because he doesn't sound anything like, people from Fargo that grew up in Fargo. They sound like, hey, did you see the new 1090 Jake video? Don't you know? That's a really good one. Yeah. They sound like fucking weird idiots. Flakko just sounds like a stuttering Philadelphian. He doesn't sound absolutely nothing Fargo about the guy. What I'm trying to illustrate to you guys is that Flakko is a fraud. Like nothing about him makes sense. Every explanation he's ever had about anything regarding his past has just been a fucking head scratcher, and it shouldn't. And what's going on is it's so normal and it's so laughable for Flakko just to be making shit up about himself that people just allow it now. It's commonplace. Why? I want to know why that's being allowed. So these are the questions that I'm.
It's because the internet is really just full of deception. Like, half of the time what's being shown on the internet isn't really what's going on in real life. Like, and I think about this too, like, how many times do you see like a celebrity or something post on their Instagram and you thinking they living their life up right now, probably, right? You would probably sit in the back of your mind and think, dang, I bet this celebrity probably doing this right now. Whole time they probably sleep in their bed with somebody, or they're taking care of something. Like, I mean, people are really genuinely just real ass people, bro. We forget that shit. Just like y'all coming at Flakko right now, he's a real human being. So he lied about having a girlfriend. Whoop-de-doo. He was probably insecure. On to the next topic. You feel me? I don't think it's that big of a deal, bro. People lie all day, every day, and you just have to have the discernment to understand who's lying and who's not. But I don't think we even gotta keep, oh, you're a liar. Oh, because we already know that they're lying. So who cares? Let's continue.
Raising here on this channel. I would appreciate it if the lies at least made sense. I mean, the guy says that his girlfriend that he's been with for years and that he has a long-term relationship with, they have different religions that they are extremely devout and faithful to. And Flakko says that they love to get together and pray together, and that's how they become intimate. That's their highest level of intimacy is prayer. Okay, but to different gods of different religions. You see how stupid that sounds?
Like she's religious and I became religious, a year or so after we,
I would not be
Whoa,
doing
for
that.
her?
And I know that there are people that get in relationships with people that are of opposite religions of them or whatever the case may be. And that's fine, I guess. I don't know. To each his own, I really don't know much about it. But one thing I do know is, that's like, if me, somebody that believes in Jesus and prays to Jesus and prays to the Father himself, you're not gonna see me in the same room right next to somebody praying. That's somebody that's praying to Satan or something. Like, say I'm in a room and it's me and another person and they're praying to Satan, but I'm actually praying to Jesus. Do you think I want to be in that situation? No, there's a spiritual battle happening right there before your eyes. There's a spiritual battle right there before your eyes. And that's how I look at it with a lot of different religions. You're not gonna catch me doing that. I'll pray for you to who my God is, but I'm not gonna do all the extras. All the extras is for the birds. That's asking for a fight, bro. Like, I just heard a sound in my house. That was weird.
No, man,
Is it the same religion as her?
no,
Yeah, red pill.
no,
Wait, so she has a religion and then you became religious, but you didn't become her religion?
no.
So she prays to a different god?
It's so blatantly obvious. It's like an insult. People feel insulted that he's just lying to their face. Let's go to this clip with C-Mac pressing Flakko.
Even people that aren't religious can see how that doesn't make sense at all. Somebody that's not religious could sit there and be like, Flakko, that doesn't make sense, dude. But one thing he didn't lie about is prayer is intimate. And it can be an intimate thing for you and your partner to pray. But to the same God. To the same God. Because if not, are y'all not already technically at war? In a sense, like, it's one of those things where it's like, pick a side. You know how I heard this thing one time where it was like, oh, this person didn't know which side he wanted to go to, so he was on the fence. And God comes up, you feel me? He still didn't know what he wanted to do. The devil comes up, he didn't know what he wanted to do. He stayed right there on the fence. So God and the devil both walked separate directions, went their own way. The only person who came back for that man though was the devil. The fence was the devil's. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is too much. This is too much. Too much. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I started this video, and now that I'm watching it, because I'm watching this video for the first time, and now that I'm watching it, I don't even want to watch it no more. I don't even want to watch it no more, man. And I'm gonna keep this recording too, because I'm already like 5 minutes in, so I'm gonna keep the recording, and I'm gonna upload this. But I'm not watching the rest of this video. Y'all could look up Point and Shoot's video on this topic. Absolutely, I'll put it down in the description. But as I continue to talk, I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me, and it's not even something that's entertaining at this point. It's just like, this doesn't make sense. And I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm actually in a really good mood today. I'm really in a really good mood today. But I rock with y'all for even coming to watch the videos. I'll tell you that. And I hope y'all are looking up my music on all streaming platforms. I'll tell you that. But I love y'all, Signa family. Peace out. I'll be a motherfucking legend.